Ever feel like you're banging your head against a wall trying to learn something new? You put in the hours, but progress just crawls, right? What if I told you the issue isn't you, not your smarts, not how hard you're trying, but how you're trying to learn? And what if there's this ancient, almost forgotten way to flip that script? A way to take every single roadblock, every bit of frustration, and actually use it to learn faster. Imagine having a mindset where challenges don't just slow you down, they fuel your growth. Sounds like a stretch. Well, it's the core idea behind what we're calling Stoic focus. 1. The modern learning dilemma. The problem. Let's face it, trying to learn anything new these days can feel like an uphill battle. We're drowning in notifications, constantly being pulled in a million directions. So, you decide to learn Spanish, or master that tricky software, or finally pick up that guitar. And what often happens? It's so easy to get swamped, super frustrated, and then, poof! Another half-finished project gathering dust. A lot of the usual advice on learning, even with good intentions, doesn't really get to the heart of why we struggle. It's all about memorizing facts or cramming instead of building that mental toughness and clear thinking we need to really get good at something. We're often told to sidestep failure, stick to our comfort zones, and that learning should feel easy. But what if that's just wrong? What if the very things we're taught to dodge, feeling uncomfortable, facing challenges, even failing, are actually the secret ingredients to learning like wildfire? This is where an old philosophy, Stoicism, which people often mistake for just grinning and bearing it, offers a game-changing set of tools. It gives us a proven system, not just for dealing with hard stuff, but for turning it into fuel for growth and surprisingly fast learning. 2. Introducing Stoic focus. The solution. Stoicism wasn't just for philosophers with impressive beards. It was used by emperors like Marcus Aurelius, famous playwrights like Seneca, and even former slaves like Epictetus. It's not about just clenching your jaw and pushing through pain. It's a practical guide for living well, for building an unshakable inner strength, and for getting crystal clear on what matters. At its heart, Stoicism teaches one crucial thing: know the difference between what you can control and what you can't. This simple idea is the foundation of Stoic focus, and it's the key to picking up new skills incredibly fast. Now, Stoic focus isn't some magic trick or a quick burst of motivation. It's about training your mind, kind of like an athlete trains their body. It's about developing specific mental habits and ways of looking at things that let you learn more effectively, bounce back from setbacks, and ultimately get good fast. We're going to dig into 5 core Stoic ideas that, if you apply them to learning, will completely change the game for you. 3. The 5 pillars of Stoic-powered learning. All right, the first game changer from Stoicism for learning super fast. It's called the dichotomy of control. Sounds fancy, but Epictetus nailed it when he said, "Some things are within our power, while others are not." When it comes to learning, how much brain power do we burn worrying about stuff we can't actually change? Like how fast someone else is picking it up, whether you think you have a natural talent, how tough the subject is, or those times you stumbled before. Stoic focus says, forget all that. Put 100% of your attention on what you can control, your effort, your attitude, how you study, if you stick with it, and how you react when things get tough. Let's say you're trying to learn to code. You can't control how tricky the syntax is, or if you hit a bug that takes ages to fix. But you can control how hard you work to understand the basics, whether you ask for help, how you break down the problem, and your grit when that annoying bug just won't go away. When you pour all your mental energy only into your actions and your responses, you ditch a huge load of stress and distraction. This clears up space in your head for real learning to happen. You're not fighting the challenge anymore. You're smartly working with the parts you can actually do something about. This kind of laser focus on your own process, that's step one to seriously rapid learning. 4. How it all works together. The synergistic power. These 5 pillars, the dichotomy of control, amor fati and premeditatio malorum, voluntary discomfort and disciplined action, memento mori and the value of time, and managing the inner critic and objective reflection, aren't just separate tricks. They all work together, like a powerful mental operating system that revs up your learning. When you only worry about what you can control, you free up a ton of mental energy. When you see obstacles as teachers, every challenge becomes a chance to get better. When you willingly step into discomfort, you build the endurance to keep going. When you treasure your time, you learn with intense focus. And when you reflect honestly, you keep fine-tuning your approach. This Stoic way of thinking changes learning from something that feels like a massive chore into an exciting journey of mastering yourself. You're no longer just tossed around by what's happening outside or by your moods. Instead, you've got a solid internal compass that steers you through any learning curve, helping you soak up information, build skills, and adapt with surprising speed and toughness. So, the Stoic secret to learning anything lightning fast. It isn't about finding some magic shortcut that lets you skip the hard work. It's about completely changing how you look at challenges, how you see obstacles, and your ability to act with focus and discipline. It's about realizing that the tough stuff you encounter when learning isn't in your way. It is the way. By using these Stoic principles, you're not just picking up a new skill, you're building a stronger, tougher, and more capable you. You're developing wisdom, courage, discipline, and balance, the very qualities the Stoics valued most. The power to learn quickly, to master complex things, and to turn any setback into a launch pad is already in you. Stoicism just hands you the keys to unlock it. So, why not start today? Pick one principle, try it out on something you're working on learning. See what happens. The road to mastery is built with focused effort and a resilient mind. The Stoics showed us how thousands of years ago, it's time we put their timeless wisdom back to work. So if any of these Stoic ideas clicked with you, how about giving this video a quick thumbs up? It genuinely helps us out. But more than that, I'm curious. Which of these Stoic principles are you thinking of trying out for your own learning goals this week? Drop a comment below. I'd honestly love to hear what you're working on and how it goes. For more practical ways to use ancient wisdom for modern-day success, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's next. Remember, the journey to mastery starts with one focused step. Go on, take it.